Hey, it's Cami here, and I wanted to do a short video for you to share a little bit of my story and to talk about what the experience coaching with me is like. So, about 12 years ago, I was in a bad relationship. Let's just put it that way. For 9 years, I was in this relationship, and it stemmed out of my deep insecurity of not feeling good enough, not feeling attractive enough. And I had found this guy who externally looked really good, like had all the things. He was in the special forces. And so it filled up my need for significance and to feel like I was worth something. Daisy, stop. My dog's over here in the background giving me a little hard time. And I went through that process the whole entire time. I was in the fitness industry as well. Graduated with a degree in biology, but got into fitness and always was trying to get the perfect body, to be on the cover of a magazine. Always was trying to do everything to achieve all the things in order to fill this love gap that was within me, which was truly just me not loving myself enough and having to earn and prove myself to the world, to prove myself to myself. And it ended up with quite a few breakdowns. So one of which was working an outside sales job, like doing everything, traveling everywhere, doing fitness for 3 hours a day. I ended up getting a back injury and I went on disability for 6 weeks, gained 25 pounds in 2 months. And then I started coaching in fitness because I thought, you know what, the self-love thing, it's tied up in body image, it's tied up in health, let me start there. So I was helping women for about 5 years, 7 years ish, with some of my first clients around mindset and self-worth around body confidence. And I went through that whole process thinking that that was the secret. But, I got down to 16% body fat and I still wasn't happy. And I had these solutions for these women in the areas of health and fitness, but there was still this there's other things other than just the way that we look. So in 2018, I finally broke up with that guy. Gave my life basically, said to God, okay, help me out here. I'm going to surrender everything to you. And I went on a humanitarian trip to Costa Rica, had a beautiful, amazing experience there where God really met me and said, you are loved, you are whole, you are complete. And I wasn't allowing love into my life. Then, a few months later, I came across this opportunity to go to a transformational retreat for my business, but also for my life in Bali. And I said yes to Bali. And I remember there was an interview process and I remember getting chosen to go. And I've wanted to go to Bali for 3 years at that point. And I said yes. And I remember crying when I submitted my application to go because I knew I was going to get picked. And then I knew I was going to go. And I was crying because it was me finally saying yes to myself and finally coming up against all of those reasons I said no and all those reasons I said I wasn't good enough and I wasn't worth investing in. And so I said yes to Bali. Fast forward, I had the most amazing experience. When we go for one thing, right? I went for a business transformation of transitioning my business from fitness into life coaching, but I had a personal transformation. And I had a lot of my training in terms of coaching there as well. And my 3 mentors, they were male coaches, and that was so phenomenal for me to coach with males to heal my relationship with men. And then I came out of that. I set my vision and my intention to launch my business, life coaching, really going all in. And that required me to let go of the fitness business. And so there was a little bit of failure patterning there, feeling like, oh man, I had built this business and now I'm transitioning, I'm letting it go. And I also set an intention to create a beautiful relationship with someone. And so I came out of that. I met a guy who is amazing. I was fully transparent with him on what my values were, which I was always afraid to do. And we ended up getting married this year in 2020. So all of this to say, what I do is I walk you through this process of digging in deep and doing the inner work. So maybe you want to have a breakthrough in relationship in your business financially. Maybe you want to have a breakthrough in your health and just the way you feel and your confidence. And it's so amazing. I've worked with so many amazing clients. And what I say is, I'm not the one that does the work. I am the one who shows up with you every single time. I match you for your intensity, for the way that you show up. I mirror you, and I offer a choice that you can take. You can choose any path that you want. The beautiful thing about this is when you start to dig into the deep work, you become this different person, this amazing person, which you already are. It's just expressing that more and starting to realize the difference between your ego self and your true inner soul, who you really truly are meant to be in this world. And you start to allow that to express without apologies, without trying to fit the mold and wear the mask that people have trained us to wear over time. And what I see as a result is just beautifulness. And it chokes me up a little bit when I think of just the experiences with my clients that I've seen of coming in feeling like they're giving so much to everyone else. They are not setting boundaries. They're getting taken advantage of. They keep attracting the wrong person. They're always feeling a sense of scarcity in terms of finances. And then I see them turn it all around within several months' time. And now I'm thinking of a client who is retiring. She has attracted this amazing man into her life. They're moving, they're building a house together. I mean, it's just amazing when you do the work. It's not about all these external achievements, it's about the inner work. And that is what we do by working together. So I invite you, if this touched you and moved you at all, and you relate to my story or some of my client stories, then I invite you just to connect with me. Send me an email. Let's get on a call. Let's have a conversation of what you want your life to look like. I have several different academies and programs. I also have the opportunity to work one-on-one. But I wanted to take a minute to share my story so you can get to know me other than what you see on Instagram, because I am far from perfect and I reserve the right to grow each and every single day. So connect with me. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. And I promise you, your life can be so, so beautiful when you get out of your own way and you allow yourself to receive that, because you are worthy.